CBS News, this is America Tonight, with Charles Kuralt in New York and Leslie Stahl in Washington.
Who was one of the most influential men in 20th century letters? Well, how about Abram Shorin? You won't find his work in libraries. He never made the bestseller list, but millions read his work, memorized it, carried it around in shirt pockets, and shoe boxes. Tonight's other voice, writer Neal Karlen, remembers Shorin's work, and we think you will too.
It was a little teeny obituary in the New York Times. About 12 prominent people died that day, and buried in the corner it says Abram Shorin, 91, baseball card creator. Mr. Shorin and his three brothers owned the Topps bubblegum company in Brooklyn, and in 1951 Mr. Shorin came up with the idea, why don't we put baseball cards with our gum? And what he did revolutionized, just revolutionized America. And to me, he made my education. I graduated from the Abram Shorin School of Life. When I bought my first nickel pack of baseball cards in 1967, I was 7 years old. And by then already, I was a very indifferent grammar school student. The textbooks I used were not the books that were issued to me at school, but they came in those little wax packs with the disgusting gum. Excuse me, Mr. Shorin. I was introduced to the power of kind of minimalist writing years before I heard of Ernest Hemingway from the back of cards. My favorite one was, this is actually a Topps football card of Gene Lipscomb, Big Daddy Gene Lipscomb. And on the back it says, they don't come any bigger nor much better than Gene. And I thought that is Hemingway right there. I learned of the power of just clear, straightforward, declarative sentences. You also learned how to read between the lines. For instance, George Mitterwald, who was about the 19th string catcher on the Twins, on the back where they usually tell about your exploits, all they have written was, George's hobbies are golf and basketball. So you knew this guy should keep his day job, basically, by that. I finally gave up baseball card collecting at about age 12 or 13. I remember it was 2 days after I discovered girls. I was home for summer vacation from college, and at that time I took myself very seriously as a changer of the world. I just spent much of the previous spring marching around the administration building on various causes, right fists everywhere. And I still remember when I came home from summer vacation, came into my room, my mother said, so Mr. Trotsky, are you finally ready to throw out your baseball cards? And I said, no, they might be worth something someday. And I think I meant in dollars and cents. But it wasn't until I saw Mr. Shorin's obituary there that I really remembered how powerful they were to me. And I thought of Mr. Shorin, and I thought of how probably no one even saw his obituary. And I bid him to rest in peace in bubblegum heaven.
Writer Neal Karlen, and a farewell to cards.